Welcome to the Black Soul Shots podcast. I'm Imam Milan.
I'm Mr. Boy J.
And in today's podcast episode, we're going to talk about probably the most unexpected thing ever.
Yeah.
It was expectedly unexpected. The Lakers were the favorites going into the series, the favorites to win the West, quite frankly. But, well, they didn't make it out the first round, and that's what we're going to talk about. Forget playoff basketball. No, we're talking about that. Well, it's part of the playoffs, but whatever. But yeah, that was wow. That was wow. Shout out to Devin Booker putting up 47-11. The Lakers need to trade everyone that's not named LeBron James. That's including Anthony Davis. I don't care. But yeah, we're gonna just go over that. That was I watched the whole entire game. Stayed up until 1:30 when the game finished to watch it. So freaking disappointed. And so was LeBron. I sent RJ a screenshot earlier today, and I don't think he was able to see it. But since he probably wasn't, because he didn't text me back on it. By the way, today's game 6 of Clippers Mavs, watching that for sure. But the box score, if you go to the summary for the Lakers yesterday, so I'm gonna show you the Suns first. So I'm just gonna block out.
Oh yeah, I saw.
Oh, okay, you did see it. Okay, LeBron James led the team in points, rebounds, and assists, which is good, and steals and blocks. Cameron Payne had 3 blocks.
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
Okay. Now, RJ, how much did you watch of the game? Did you even watch it at all?
I just want to say I went to bed at 10:30, so that kind of tells you how much I watched.
Yeah, the game started at 10:45. Well, it's supposed to start at 10:30, but then for some reason it takes the games a billion years to start. So yeah, the game started around 10:45, finished at 1:30.
Oh, the games, man. How many hours? That's 4 hours?
What? Wait. Did you say it's at 4 hours?
At 1 or 1:30?
1:30.
Well, then that's
10:45 plus 15 equals, of course, the 11 o'clock. 11 o'clock plus a full hour is 12, plus an extra hour and 30 minutes. So around give or take 2 hours and 45 minutes. So I kind of got really lucky being able to watch the game. Very lucky. But yeah, a game 7 was expected, and a game 7 is not what we got. They wanted to play Anthony Davis. That mission failed badly. He played 5.5 minutes, and then he injured his groin again after Devin Booker kneed him in the nuts on a drive.
He didn't get injured. I'm done. Bro, he's actually made out of toilet paper.
So he played 5 minutes. He played 5 minutes last night after getting, like I said, knee in the groin, his nuts that's where he was injured before. So yeah, it kind of just induced the pain. Luckily, there was no extra damage to the strain that he previously had. It's just that after getting kneed in the nuts, you might feel it a little bit more, maybe. Yeah. But yeah. I think everyone could tell Anthony Davis wasn't himself. I don't think he took a single shot. But yeah, in the 5.5 minutes that he played, he wasn't himself. He didn't take a single shot. LeBron James carried bad. So, okay, let me give you this. LeBron James had his highest scoring game of the series, in which he put up 29 points. So he practically had 30. He had 29, 9, and 7 with 2 steals and 2 blocks. So he had a very good game. But with his highest scoring game of, like I said, being 29 of the series, you would think that, he's attacking a lot more and getting more free throws, right? He shot 6.
The whole series?
No. He shot 6 last night. He averaged 4 in the series. 4. And I'm trying my best to keep it as unbiased as possible. But from just a viewer standpoint, because during that game, by the way, I would have, in all honesty, since the Suns did end up beating the Lakers in 6, if there wasn't these toxic, on Twitter, these toxic Sun fans on Twitter that just went ham talking about, Disney, just foolishness. AD did, I'm going to be honest, AD out of all the people needed the bubble because he got extra time to rest his body. Because as we see, AD's made out of freaking glass. But yeah, AD did need the bubbles, but Suns fans act like they just won the championship. I know you beat the defending champions, but you got out of the first round to go up against the MVP. Come on now. Come on. Damian Lillard tried his best, But this is a case of LeBron and Dame both carried their teams respectively. No one
Yeah.
else on the Blazers did anything, and no one else on the Lakers did anything. Dennis Schroeder, he took out point guard of the Los Angeles Lakers out of his bio, but then he put it back in before the game, so I don't know what's up with that. But like, oh my gosh. The fact that Dame and Jason Tatum are both options, though, that's I'm happy. I'm happy. But I do have to ask you a question. Do you think losing in the first round either halts LeBron's progression to make it up to Michael Jordan, for the greatest player of all time? I already think that he's there. So, that's just my opinion. But do you think it halts his progression to get there? Or do you think it keeps him in his firm stance where he can still get there with like another ring?
So I want to say one thing. So like just today, I was like this morning and everything. I've seen so many people like, oh yeah, LeBron lost in the first round. He can't be the GOAT. MJ never lost in the first round. That's pretty cool. But yeah,
3 times.
I see so many people saying that.
Yeah, by the way, MJ, my bad. MJ was 1-9 in the first round. Like, when it comes to games, like he won once, and that was against the Bucks. And he lost 9 times because those were best of 5s. First 1 to 3 wins. Yeah.
But yeah, I just want to say, like, I just want to confirm that it doesn't lower his chances of being the GOAT at all. If he comes back next year and just makes the finals, I think I have him as my GOAT. It's still not confirmed. It depends.
That's respectable.
But I just want to say something about the game. Another thing that I saw was I told you and Nehemiah this already. Is that Devin Booker had 11 boards, and that's that's the same amount of boards as, let me just check it back. KCP, Dennis Schroeder, Marc Gasol, and Tyler and Tucker all combined. So a 6'6" guy had more boards than a 7'1" guy. Marc Gasol.
We wouldn't trade freaking Tim Hortons Tucker for Kyle Lowry. We could have used Kyle bad in this game. We could have used his defense. We could have used his scoring. We could have used his leadership. We could have used all of it. LeBron James played how many freaking minutes, bro? LeBron didn't need to play, what, 44?
41, but that's still 40,
like, he's 36. But you know what I attribute this to? As LeBron played 41, 24, 41 minutes, 24 seconds. You know what I attribute this to? And I think a lot of people should. The NBA. This is a result of what the NBA decided to do after the bubble. Think about it. The last 4 teams that were in the bubble were the Heat, the Celtics, the Lakers, and I'm pretty sure, and the Nuggets.
Yeah. No.
So the Nuggets make it out the first round because, they have a healthy Jokic who's playing like an MVP. Lakers out the first round. Heat out the first round. Celtics out the first round. And you know why? Injuries. He started off the season with Jimmy Butler injured. Lakers have had injuries between LeBron James and Anthony Davis all season, even KCP. And then for the Celtics, Jaylen Brown went out for the season. So they couldn't even put up a fight against the Nets. And it's because the NBA are a bunch of money hungry people. How much money do you need? I'm pretty sure the NBA makes like $7 billion. How much do you need?
I thought they need more. Like, what?
What? Seriously? And they get every single thing that they deserve. They deserve LeBron not being able to come out the first round because the ratings going to drop drastically. They deserve Jason Tatum not being able to get out of the first round because the ratings are going to drop drastically. The 2 teams that were in the finals didn't make it out of the first round because the NBA wanted to start so freaking early.
Wait, bro, that means the 2 teams that were in the finals last year only got to play 10 combined playoff games this playoff run. I'm done. Because he got swept in 4 and then this is 6.
Like, my bad. I accidentally just plugged on my mic. It's so sad. the fact that the NBA just like they want so much money when they like it's kind of like being rich and wanting more. You have everything you freaking need, bro. You have everything you need, and you want more. Like it's oh my gosh, I got so mad. I got so mad. I got so mad. I got so mad. I think that the Lakers do need to make my bad some significant offseason moves, and I will say the championship that they won, they rightfully won. No freaking cubic zirconium asterisk. No, they won a championship. I don't care.
Yeah.
They won a championship. But the ring that they won last year, I feel like a lot of it is attributed to the fact that there was no actual fans. And the Lakers had guys like Kuzma, guys like, Caruso, who are younger and, well, they didn't really, they never played in the playoffs. So they didn't really know what to do, but no fans equals not as much pressure because it's not like the fans are like killing you. Because,
Yeah.
well, the Lakers going into game 5 were 9 for 42 on wide open threes. Wide open threes. When no defender is within 6 feet of them. The defender is
Wow.
social distancing, literally. And you have not made more than 10 wide open threes. 9 for 42.
That's absolutely ridiculous, honestly.
I need to check that.
Like when you see that, you really do believe that LeBron sharpshooters just like any team that LeBron's on, the sharpshooters just fall asleep.
The Lakers need to get more sharpshooters. But yeah, I wanna talk about some offseason moves that they might need to make. Because they're gonna need to. The Lakers are gonna have a pretty. That's 21%, by the way. On wide open threes. Wide open threes, 21%. Seriously?
Like sad.
Like 21%? Come on. Like you guys are better than this. Like I don't care how much the bubble helped the young guys. You guys are better than this. Like, you guys are way better than this. Without a doubt. LeBron carried that. LeBron had like 6 threes, 5 of them coming in the third quarter. In game 5. Not this game, in game 5. But yeah, in the blowout game 5. But bro, that was sick. Oh my gosh, bro. I do want to talk about some moves. Like I said, I want to talk about some offseason moves that do need to be made. So let's go with the starters first, shall we? So LeBron James is safe. Untouchable. Unfreaking touchable. I don't care how old he is. He actually had the worst playoffs of his career. And if the worst playoffs of your career is averaging a pretty decent, let's see what that is. Okay, yeah. If the worst playoffs of your career is averaging 23, 7, and 8, I think you're doing something good. I think you're doing something pretty decent. I want to see LeBron went to the free throw line 3.8 times a game. 3.8. This is easily actually the lowest amount of playoff games that LeBron James has played in a season because of course 6. His lowest before was 11, which is pretty good. But yeah, NBA. There was a series. Dang, in 2008, 2009, LeBron went beast mode. 35 points in the playoffs on 51% and 33% from 3.
I mean, honestly, this playoff loss kind of shows his greatness. Like one first round loss, and everyone is like, "Oh, such a big deal." But if like, it's an example of someone who's like lost in the first round a bunch of times. Name
a guy like MJ. What?
True.
MJ lost in the first round 3 times.
Yeah, but like when MJ does, it's not that big of a deal, you know.
I really wish that we had social media like this back in the day. Like I wish that number one, I was alive back then to actually watch Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant in their prime. But I also wish that there was like social media so that we could go back, even if we weren't alive back then, which we probably wouldn't have been, but so that we can go back and see what analysts were saying back then about guys like MJ and Kobe when they had like bad games. Like a guy like Skip Bayless talking about MJ. There was no social media, so we wouldn't know. It was just a freaking newspaper. Like, who's reading the newspaper unless you're like 70? No offense, but yeah. But yeah, the NBA get everything that they deserve with having their two best players practically out of the playoffs by now. Kawhi's probably going to be gone. Stephen Curry didn't make it. I say Bucks in 6 against the Nets. Fight me.
But yeah, what's it called?
Like I said, Giannis is going to average 39 and 18. I'm calling it.
Oh yeah,
with 5 assists. Okay.
But this is the first year since 2013-14 that LeBron and Steph are not in the finals. Or LeBron or Steph.
No. This is the first year since 2010 since that LeBron or Steph, because LeBron made it in 2010.
Nah.
And then this is the first season since 13-14 where LeBron and Steph are in the finals together, which is insane. No, because technically that happened in 18-19 and all whatever, and then last year. But yeah, prior to that, it's crazy. Yeah. But since 2010, either LeBron James or Stephen Curry has been in the finals. 2010 LeBron, 2011 LeBron, 12 LeBron, 13 LeBron, 14 LeBron, 15 Steph, 15 Steph and LeBron, 16 Steph and LeBron, 17 Steph and LeBron, 18 Steph and LeBron. It gets very repetitive. 19 Steph and it was just Steph at that point. 20 was LeBron, and then 21. Well, most likely going to be, like I said, I now have the Bucks winning the whole thing. Because now they have more of a facilitator in Jrue Holiday. And what did Giannis need? A facilitator. Last year, their facilitator was, I'm pretty sure, Dante DiVincenzo. He's not fit for that role. He's like the perfect. The picture, technically not. He's injured. He's injured. Never mind. Yeah, he's injured right now. But like Jrue Holiday had like 15 assists in like the closeout game 4 against the Heat. Like he's a very good passer. Jrue Holiday is a very good passer. And I'm going to be so angry if Giannis doesn't just attack that whole entire Nets defense. Tell me who can guard him. Joe Harris?
And honestly, I'm going to keep saying this. For whoever plays against the Nets, I actually hate you if you don't just spam drive. Joe Harris and Blake Griffin guarding the rim. That's like, no, I'm looking up how many blocks they average combined. I don't know.
Okay, I'll see if I can get that quicker. Come on, Milan. Speed. I had to unlock my thing. I'm done. Oh, okay. Now that. Okay.
Why do I not look on the NBA app? I'm so smart.
Okay, where's the Nets? It's fine. I already got it for you. I just wanted to make you stop. Okay, so Joe Harris is averaging, guess. I want you to take a guess.
0.4.
2 assists? Weird. Okay, but Joe Harris, in the playoffs or the regular season? Regular season, yeah. In the regular season, Joe Harris averaged 0.2 blocks. In his first 2 seasons, he averaged 0.0, and he's never had anything more than 0.3. Blake Griffin.
I'm like 0.7.
You think that's his highest?
Yeah.
You might be right. Just based off what he does in the regular season. But Blake Griffin this season, Jesus! Blake Griffin this season averaged 0.3 blocks, and his highest is 0.7. So yeah, you got that one right. Blake Griffin's blocks go 0.3, no, 0.3, 0.5, 0.1, yes, 0.1, 0.4, 0.4, 0.3, 0.4, 0.3, 0.4, 0.5, 0.5, 0.6, 0.6, 0.7, 0.5.
When did he average 0.7?
In his, one sec. He averaged 0.7 in 11-12. So in the second season. Like, oh my gosh, yeah, I'm gonna be so disappointed. If Giannis doesn't just attack. Because Giannis, man.
Yeah.
Like, you think freaking Joe Harris is gonna stop you? They don't even average. Their highest is 1.0 combined. Giannis' average over 1.0, I'm pretty sure, every season of his basketball career. So, yeah.
Yeah, see that? Giannis.
I'm gonna check it first. Like your draw.
Up Giannis, and it didn't show on Antetokounmpo.
Who did it show?
Nothing.
By the way, Giannis averaged 28, 11, and 6 this year. Jesus.
Oh no. He only averaged under 1 once.
Dang it, man. Of course, my NBA app is bugging, so I can't even get to it. What's happening? Yeah. Circle, yeah. Oh, that's fine. Fake off the NBA app.
Bro, he's basically as good at stealing the ball as he is at blocking the ball. Because he only averaged under 1 steal twice.
Because Giannis is Giannis, man. He's a demigod. What can you say? He's a
True.
freaking demigod. But yeah, the NBA, like I said, they get everything that they deserve. We were supposed to talk about moves that the Lakers should make, but we're smart, you know. Okay, okay. Like I said, starting lineup: LeBron James, untouchable. Anthony Davis, not untouchable anymore. No longer. No longer. Made out of like thinnest paper, like the thinnest piece. He's made out of the cream that they use in the Oreos. He is thin. He's thin. Thin. Like, thin. No longer untouchable. I would not be mad if we traded him for either Jason. Okay. I'd kind of be mad if we traded him for Jason Tatum. Not mad if we traded him for Dame. Not at all. I'd be mad if we traded him for Bradley Beal or Zach. We better not trade him for Zach LaVine. He's a good player and all, but he's not Anthony Davis. You better not. You better.
LeBron. If they trade for Dame, LeBron is averaging like 12 assists. I'm calling it.
Okay, I respect that. Imagine LeBron James at like what? Imagine LeBron James at next year will be what 37, averaging like 24, 8, and 12.
Oh my gosh, that's weird. Really weird.
Because it might happen.
Sure.
I could still imagine a world where LeBron James is not only just an above average, like a very good 3-point shooter, like next year. I can actually see that. Because he's developing his game, man. LeBron is developing his game. But yeah, Anthony Davis is not untouchable. Okay, my dream trade, if we were to trade away Anthony Davis, is the Sixers somehow get bounced out of the second round to the Hawks. And we see an Anthony Davis for Joel Embiid trade.
If
We see Anthony, because Joel Embiid's a better player than Anthony Davis. So we see like an Anthony Davis and maybe like a younger guy, like an Alfonso McKinney. No, I don't know how young he is. Never mind. Like Anthony Davis and Kostas Antetokounmpo and a first round pick for Joel Embiid. That's my dream AD trade. And like a backup would probably be like 80 for Dame straight up.
imagine.
I don't think the Lakers would want to get rid of AD because he's young and then LeBron's coming towards the apex of his career. Like he's almost done.
We were talking about that they need more sharpshooters, and we just saw Seth Curry's score 30. So I mean, that would be bad.
Yeah, that was another thing. Number one, get Dennis Schroeder off the team. Don't re-sign him for the $100 million that he wants. He's bugging. My bad. I accidentally plugged on my mic again. But yeah, he's $100 million. He is a robot.
Why he's cool.
Yeah, not 100 mil. It's like what? He wants 4 years, 100 mil. The Lakers offered him 4 years, 85 mil. I would have taken that on the spot.
Yeah.
Huh?
That
means that he's making $21.25 million per year. Almost 22. We'll go down, of course. $21 million per year. And you say no because you want 100 mil. You're not worth $100 million, Dennis. I hate to break it to you. You're not worth 100 mil. Like what? Another guy that needs to be traded. I think this is like unanimous from Lakers fans. Kyle Kuzma, get out! He needs to dip immediately. My mom calls me in the middle of the podcast. Beautiful. Did I answer it? I can't. Either way, but yeah. Kyle Kuzma needs to go. Like now, he needs to go immediately. There's no way that he can stay on this Los Angeles Lakers team if they want to make another championship run, like to end off the year. No way. Zero way that happens. If it somehow does end up happening, then that's a miracle in all reality. Like an absolute miracle. Like there's no other way to put it. But yeah, who do you think that the Lakers would trade Kyle Kuzma for? We'll do one more player and then we'll wrap it up.
What is it? I know it's quiet.
Who do you think the Lakers should trade Kyle Kuzma for?
I feel like they should try to trade for like just a consistent player. That's what they need, like a consistent shooter. So like, who's consistent? Can't trade for Steph, obviously.
Imagine.
I want to look up the leaders in three-point percentage. I know I'm looking stuff up when I can see it on NBA.com.
Because you're smart, yeah. I think my next player that I want to do would. Oh, wait, no, we still need to find a trade for Dennis. So we'll do a trade for Dennis and then a trade for Kuz. We'll wrap it up.
Come on, today. Bobby Portis. Or not Bobby Portis, Tony Snell. Joe Harris.
You would want to trade Kyle for Joe?
Wouldn't be bad.
No. I'm not like mad at you for that. The Lakers could get so much more from Kuzma though, because he's still a young guy that can. He's a bucket. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. He's a bucket when he's ready. It's either he's giving you 30 or he's giving you zero.
Yeah.
Like he's either giving you 30 or 11. There's no in between with him.
What did Kyle even do this season?
He averaged like 11 points.
He averaged 11?
Yeah, I think he averaged like 11.
Oh.
Like, so we didn't have a bad season, but like you can get so much more out of a guy like Kyle Kuzma. Especially since he's young. Yeah, you can get so much more out of him. And I think the Lakers should try to make a splash. I think personally, if the Lakers have to keep AD, like, not make the Ding trade or whatever, I think that they should try to trade a guy like Kyle Kuzma for like it's like a D'Angelo Russell. I think D'Lo would fit perfectly with the team like the Lakers. We've seen D'Lo has a clutch gene, ice in his veins. So the Lakers need a bucket at the end. They can either go to Anthony Davis, LeBron James, or D'Angelo Russell. So that seems pretty decent. The floor spacing would be a lot better. D'Angelo Russell's a better shooter than Kuzma. And then we could still run a bench. Like we could run a starter. We could run like a starting lineup. Say that we don't trade Dennis for some reason. We could run like a starting lineup of like Dennis, D'Lo, LeBron, AD, and Drummond off the bench with like a Caruso, KCP, THT, Montrez Mark. That doesn't sound too bad, man.
That's good, yeah.
Like that sounds pretty good in all reality. That sounds pretty good. I would love to see that happen in all reality, but I think that they should trade Dennis. So now with the D'Lo trade that we have in mind, I would move D'Lo to the point guard. Now we trade Dennis for a shooting guard. And I think this needs to be a defensive shooting guard. In all reality, I think this needs to be a defensive shooting guard. So a defensive good shooting guard, because we can get something back for a guy like Dennis. So like a good defensive. The Celtics wouldn't be willing to give up Jaylen Brown, right? No.
RJ Barrett? Oh no.
RJ Barrett, he has value. Maybe. That's not completely out of reach. I don't know, man. Like maybe. Imagine we traded for like Devin Booker after.
Bro, you sound quiet.
I don't know, because I'm not speaking as loud. Imagine we traded for a guy like Devin Booker. That would have been that would be weird. Defensive shooting guard. Come on, it can't be that hard.
Yeah.
I feel like Dennis and a guy like Mikal Bridges. I don't know why I'm just thinking of Sun Spirits. Dennis and a guy like Mikal Bridges have very similar value.
Yeah, I was just thinking that.
On a team like a winning team. So and then especially Chris Paul, because Chris Paul said that he's supposed to decline his player option. So if CP3 declines his player option, his $44 million player option, which would just be dumb if he does decline it, stupid, because he's not getting that money back anytime soon. A guy like Dennis Schroeder could pair alongside Devin Booker pretty well, I would say. He could pair alongside D Book pretty well. But I think the most realistic trade for a guy like Dennis to run as like good. Okay, no. Scratch all of that. Never mind. No, I want LeBron James as the starting point guard. Scratch all of that. I want LeBron James as the starting point guard.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So LeBron at the point, D'Lo at the 2, or maybe like you can throw in LeBron at the three, but like it's like he's kind of playing the point. But I would actually prefer LeBron at the point. So LeBron at the point, deal what to do, and then trade Dennis Schroeder for a guy like Mikal Bridges, where I think he fits a little bit better into a small forward role. But if not, you could trade like a guy like Dennis. Like I said, he has a pretty decent amount of value.
Yeah.
Dennis Schroeder, and we don't have many picks, but we still have picks. Like how far? Nah. How far fetched is like a Dennis for like a young guy like Patrick Williams? How far fetched is that?
Yeah, it's not really far fetched. I mean, I don't know if you're supposed to give that up.
You're not lying there. Imagine like Dennis gets traded for like a guy like MPJ. He doesn't play defense, but that boy can get a bucket. That boy can get a bucket.
But I don't think they're gonna trade him either. I don't know.
Because MPJ is Kobe. He hits the toughest shots I've ever seen. He hits the toughest shots I've ever seen. Michael Porter Jr. hits the toughest shots I've ever seen. And like it's not particular. Okay, it's close, but it's not that close. Like he hits some tough questions.
Yeah.
Why did I say tough shots? Well, I don't know why I said questions. I'm done. I'm bad. But yeah, he hit some very tough shots, and I think he could be a candidate. Like I said, like you said, they probably wouldn't trade him. I think that's all I really have to say right now. The Lakers need to rebuild. Okay, not rebuild, but they need to make some moves to get the team better. For next season, if they want to make one last championship push with LeBron James on the basketball team. They have more time to rest and make sure that Anthony Davis isn't made out of glass. AD needs to load manners like what Kawhi does.
Yeah, man.
Like, because then he won't be getting injured as much. It's that simple. Well, yeah, like I said, I think we're gonna wrap it up here. I hope you guys enjoyed. This one was not that off the rails, it's not like we went into basketball reference looking at stats again. But yeah, if you guys did end up enjoying, make sure you guys leave a like, comment, share, and subscribe. Do all the stuff that you really need to. And peace.